Hello. All right, it's been a while. The energies are pretty damn intense, powerful, crazy, weird, strange, superfluous, stagnant, all that stuff. So I set up this fancy YouTube thing, and I'm going to tear it down soon. Its icon. So I'm going to talk quickly about the Taurus full moon. This is a Libra, following the Libra annular solar eclipse. So Venus is powerful with this. Pluto is powerful with this. Chiron, Jupiter, Mars. I mean, all the players are here for this full moon. What's the value you're cultivating? How are you expressing it? Are you reaching down into things that are uncomfortable for you and you are facing those things? I feel with Scorpionic energy, that's the best way to live the meaning, to embrace the power is to live it. So Sun, Scorpio, depth, emotion, psychic understandings that seek meaning in the world around you, the conversations, the communications, the relations of yourself with others and within life. So I'm Scorpio Ascendant. A lot of who I am is based off who I'm not. So you undergo experiences and you run into people and situation and energies and dynamics that try and hold you, and you got to break through it. That's my experience. Other people may have different dynamics. But there's a lot of gravity in Scorpio. So with the moon in Taurus, which of course is the axis, sharing in that gravity, it's like, what do you do with that? What you do determines the value. But if you're trying to do it for another reason, not some authentic expression of yourself, then you're trapped. So if you're trying to cultivate value based on what other people think or feel or dynamics and situations expect, then you're bound. And you may be bound for good reason. You may be doing a lot of what you do in life for other people. But for me, it's like there are cycles, there are seasons, there are phases in life where you live for others, you live for yourself. It's an ebb and flow. It's always connected. For me, this is a live for self moment. I have the opportunity, and that's what I'm doing. For you, it might be something else. It might be live for others. But in any case, no matter where your focus is, there's always an understanding rising within you. You can see there is a balsamic, or a new phase conjunction with Mercury and Mars and the Sun here. In a balsamic phase conjunction between Chiron, North Node, and then the North Node with the Moon. And then transitly, the North Node and Jupiter. So it's like the dynamics of this balsamic phase conjunction between Jupiter and the Moon, if you look at it statically, is a working dynamic, and it's through the flow of the emotional fulfillment. What is it you seek through your emotions, which are pure, which is you and which isn't? What desire is yours, what desire is not? What desire is lingering from ghosts of the past? How has that desire been safeguarded in these loops, in these bindings, so that it could express the right time, when you are ready to harness the power and wield it for yourself. Venus has been preparing us for this, the Venus retrograde we had. She's been with Black Moon Lilith a long time. The repression, the taboos, the unforgivable things within ourselves that we had to hold back because others couldn't handle it, essentially. What were those things we held back? Some of them were negative for us, some of them were positive. But all were enriching, they're teaching us something. So Pluto transforming through the nodes right now, we've got the dynamics of society, the shit show running, all these things going on. Yeah, they're trying to kill us off, I know. That's what bad managers do. They just fire everyone, and they try and automate the shit. So this is Wally World. This is like the prehistoric ages to Wally World, but we're not going to end up going there. So how do you use your Martian power to cultivate potential? How do you expand the grip of what has held you to lack, what has held you to expectations of others? How do you break the fold so that you can express in a more authentic way for yourself? And in doing so, you do that for others as well. Whoever you come into relation with, essentially. Now you see, we've had this gift, this dream, this vision, this something we've been striving for in life through the ego, through the self, through the drive of expectation. The expectation of ghosts past. So how do we now realize that we were wrong for all the right reasons and move forward with more confidence, knowing that we are students in life, we're able to adapt and learn? Well, for me, it is a physical thing. So I will be traveling. I'm getting rid of all my stuff I'm selling and giving away a bunch of things here. Trying to lighten the load. And I'm just going to travel. And I will start in London. So I'll be in London on this full moon. If you're looking for a reading or something and you're in town, let me know. You can go to my website and schedule. You can either do it on Zoom or at a coffee shop. But I'm going to travel east from London. I'm not sure how long I'll be in London, but then I'm going to move. And I'm just going to go to different places. I might use astrocartography and try and determine the energies for myself. See if I can optimize my expression by utilizing these ideas. See if there's any validity to them. Now, I certainly know the validity of this, but I have not tested astrocartography. I just know different areas give different vibes. So this vibe here is interesting for me. On this day in particular. So that's how I'm using the tension. I'm putting it to form. There's many ways you can do that. The key is what form is yours and what form isn't. What are the expectations of others? What are the expectations of your former self? How have those helped you but also hindered you, and how can you move forward with that spirit? How can you complete the circuit? How can you bring the Martian, Venusian energies in alignment so that your repressions can be opportunities to learn through expressing them in relation to others? That way you find the language of the self to release. There's so much going on in this chart. I just kind of want to touch on what I feel is impetus for living dynamic. The spirit is in us always. You don't need no languages. But if you want a language, this is it. And this is a good opportunity for you to rewild, to formulate, to express the rewilding within yourself, the purity of your spirit, the reciprocity of the self in relation to the past and the future through living your best moment here now, regardless of what the world's doing. It is easy to say, hard to do, but that's how, if you climb the top of a mountain, you realize the value of it. Then when you get home, you realize, well, did I need to do that? So it's like it's all relative, but it's good energy. How do you make the most of it? All right, well, thank you for watching, listening, and being, and take care.